Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Sunday. This is Cheryl, QST. Tamika Hart was supposed to come on live with me, but I have no idea where she is. But let's see. Hello?
Hello?
See? Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey.
can you hear me? Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
I can
you.
hear
Mute
you.
up for a minute. Mute up for a minute. My background is loud. For a minute. It's Tamika, but I don't know where she is. She hasn't called me or anything, so I'm not going to be on here long. We're just going to talk about the movie really, really quick. And I have T on the line. This is not Tamika T, y'all. This is a different T.
Yeah?
So, did you watch the movie?
Huh?
Did you watch the movie?
Yes, I did. I
Okay,
watched it.
this how we're going to do it. Starting off. Let's just rate it. Let's rate it 1 for being rotten tomatoes, 10 for being good. From 1
You want me to give a rating? Hello?
to 10.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You said you want me to rate it?
Yeah, I said let's rate it first before we get started. 1 to 10. What did you
Oh.
think about it?
I give it a 3.
Wait. You're gonna give it a 3?
Yes.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, com- you automatically want to compare it to the original one, and that's really no comparison because they could have never did better than the first one. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. Okay. So let's just jump right into it. We're gonna go. We're gonna name one thing that we did about the movie. Now, even though you said you gave it a 3, it had to be something about the movie that you did like. So I'm gonna go
I did.
first. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's a lot of things about the movie that it's a lot of things about the movie that I liked, but I'm only gonna keep it to one. I'm gonna say I like the fact that he brought all the old people back, and I'm thinking about it for as giving them their shine and tribute to the first one. I mean, he pretty much had everybody in the second one, pretty much everybody um, in the second one that was in the first one. So that's one thing I like about it. I've seen the old rappers, you've seen some people come back. Even Sexual Chocolate was there. So that part of it I like.
Mm. I mean,
Well,
the one thing I liked about it was that it was a predominantly, African American set, and I mean,
mhm,
you can't beat that, and we haven't seen that in a while, and he brought that to light. That's one thing I liked about it. There was one scene that I adored about it.
mhm,
It's when when Wesley Snipes presented his daughter to the prince, uh and how the
mhm.
dance sequel, how they came in, I like that part, but other than that, I wasn't feeling the movie.
Okay, so you like that part.
That one scene,
Okay,
yeah.
wait. So one of my friends is trying to come on. Okay. So another thing too. So let's start at the beginning of the movie, right? When the only thing that kind of like disappointed, not really disappointed me, they really didn't say what happened to his mother until like the end when he was in there mopping the floor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but they didn't
And it
even
was like,
touch
what was the
bases on
mother?
what happened.
Well, I googled it, and she passed away in real life. So
Oh.
yeah, she passed away in real life. So I don't know if that's one of the reasons why, but yeah, that kind of, cause I thought I missed something, and I was like, wait a minute, what happened to the mother? But so she died in real life. So I'm thinking they just wanted to put that part in there, you know. So what else did you like about the movie? Is that it? Hello?
I mean, I just want to. I want to say what I liked about it. I want to just critique it because it was really
Okay,
just that one
go ahead.
scene. It was the one scene. It was the one scene that the with the dancing with Tiana came out. Tiana Taylor when she was presenting. I love that part because I love the dance choreograph on that part. However, what I didn't like is the father was dying. He said he wanted to go to his own funeral. Then he turned around and said, "Son, I'm dying now." Like a lot of the stuff didn't make sense to me. Like even in the club scene where Simi was saying how he got with old girl in the club after they went back to the house. If you look at the scene, they took a screenshot of the original version of Coming to America, placed it in that scene, and he was just sitting there like looking real dumb and like it didn't make no sense to me. Like the whole summing up of how he had a son. I think the acting as far as anything go was like not to par. Like I thought it was just like all fake. Like it wasn't realistic. I know it's supposed to
Okay,
be somewhat of a comedy.
let me stop you real quick. Let me stop you real quick. Asking me who's on the panel. It's not Tamika. It's her name is T. She watched the movie also. Hi YouTube Trooper. Hi bums. What's up? Okay, back to your critique. So I kind of agree with you on the part where he said, this is what my main mind frame was when he said, "Oh, I want to have my own funeral." And then they had a, you know how I am about coffins, right? So when I realized he was standing up in the coffin, I didn't even look. I had my eyes closed. Anyway, I thought at the end of the movie, he was really going to be alive, and he just wanted to see what would his son do without him. So I thought, okay, he died. That's stupid because he really ain't dead. That's what I was thinking. So at the end,
Mhm.
when he really was dead, I was like, shit, he really died. It's standing up. That was stupid. That was stupid. But I was thinking at the end, he was going to be alive. Now,
Yeah.
the other part when you were talking about the movie, the part about the club scene, they did that part on purpose because I was listening to an interview that Arsenio Hall did. They wanted to use that part to expand. Uh-oh. Take it from here. I got a phone call. I had got a phone call. Sorry about that. That was somebody calling. Okay, yeah, so that's where I was thinking. I thought that part was kind of, okay, what else? Go ahead.
Um
Go ahead. Go ahead, too.
Well, I just thought the acting in general, as far as on Eddie Murphy part, it could have been better. Like, regardless if they were gonna do a fade to screen or a fade to shot or whatever, it should have been something more realistic to me. Like, I think a whole lot of the set wasn't realistic to me. Like, just the acting alone wasn't. I couldn't take them serious. I had to watch that movie at least four more times after the first time to try to see what a lot of people was getting at, like, oh, the movie, they liked it, like they had Randy Watson looking like
Okay, so let me tell
Respucia.
you.
They had Rand.
I like the movie. Now, Eddie Eddie Murphy is one of the best actors, comedy actors. Like maybe you thought he was overacting. I don't know, but Eddie Murphy is a very good actor. Now, um, far as I did hear people say, it seemed like the set, it seemed like the movie should have been made like 10 years ago. It seemed like it was in 2000 or 2020 or in, they said it seemed like it should have been made like 10 years ago. Okay, but I really think the acting. I mean, Eddie Murphy's Eddie Murphy. So, hold on, I'm reading the chat. They didn't put effort in it like they did in 1988.
And
Yeah, Jola,
right.
never gonna, you're never gonna get that level again because it's the original. Now, I maybe I like it because I'm such a Eddie Murphy fan. Like this is his vision. He this is his movie. Like he did the first one, he did the second one. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was some parts I was like, what the
to
hell?
to me,
But then it was
even
some parts that made me
to
smile.
me
And there's some parts that made me.
I love Eddie Murphy and I love his work. But when you doing, like everybody say, you make a sequel and you would think the sequel will come out as best, as good as the original. We all know that that don't happen 9 times out of 10. You're gonna get some that like it and some that don't like it. However, when you making a sequel to a phenomenal movie that happened over 30 years ago, you have to carry on the storyline. They just jumped right into bed with him and Lisa, and they come up with 2 kids instead of, let's see what happened from the time they got married, what led up to like their current nuptials. Like it was nothing leading up to what was going on. They when Wesley Snipes, when what's his name, gosh, what's his name, Michael Blackson, when he come in presenting himself and the talking about the triad, when Oha was saying the triad and all this other stuff, and Michael Blackson presenting Wesley Snipes in as this the general, it's like, where did all of this come from? It's like it made no sense to leading up to where everything was in place at that point. All you know is Eddie Murphy and Lisa got married after the end one, and she was like, "Do you want to go back to Queens?" She said, "Nah, she gonna stay in Zumunda." So it should have, and like I didn't understand why his daughter couldn't be his heir after him having to go search. So it should have, to me, it should have been a little bit more detailed as to why women can't do this, or as to why
Well,
he have to go searching for that son. And then when they get to the son part, it's like this bitch didn't even know if it was his son or not. So it's like, okay, ain't no DNA in place, ain't no, oh, you just gonna accept this dude as your son and come and rule a kingdom that he knows nothing about. So that's what like kind of threw me
okay,
for
okay,
something.
okay, okay, okay. So I got you on that part. Okay, now the part about um we all know the struggles that women have in society, right? So it's always the heir always have to be a man. So that's why he went to go look for the son. Now, far as getting into him and his wife's relationship and how they had the daughters, I mean, they could have did like flashbacks. To me personally, I think that they spent too much time flashing back and not enough time for Eddie Murphy and his son to bond and with the daughters. I would have liked to see more of that because when did he really start liking his son? Like I seen the oldest daughter and the son, the Hakeem's sons. They tried to bond or whatever when she was talking about the whiskers and all that. But I think they should have. It should have been just done a little bit different. I would have tweaked it, but that part, I was thinking about the same thing. Is that really gonna be his son? Was it gonna be
Yeah,
Arsenio Hall's son? Like
that's what I was
I didn't
thinking.
know. I was like, what's going on? You know.
But how would and the question is to me is, how did the
But
father
at the
know?
end, he did make his daughter the heir.
Yeah, he did. But my thing was how did your dad know that you had a son before you even knew it? Like the whole time you talking about, no, the only woman I've been with was Lisa, and then the little funny looking thing that came in the I didn't get that role. Like they made it too much like a Lion King type thing movie where there's no kind of point to it. This little funny looking
Well,
man
I
woman
think
thing
I don't
came.
think I don't I don't think I don't think the dad knew he had a son,
The dad did know.
right? It was a
He
funny
said it.
looking thing that told him, and then that's when he wanted to go see.
The dad told him, Simi, tell him. I was like, how the hell did daddy know?
Oh, I must have missed that part. I must have-
I told you I have to watch this movie about 4 or 5 times to even get. After the first time, I have to watch it again to get why
Yeah.
like everybody like was like, oh, I liked it, I love it. I'm like, I don't get it, like because there's no point to, from another point, and there's nothing that like really is catching my eye. Like, okay, that's gonna be his son, because everything they did in the movie came out to be like, oh, in the end, it's not gonna be his son. Like, he didn't even like he did. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
But I
they
just think
the
there
way
was no
they
point.
confirm it's his son because they both did something similar alike when they were like looking up. They're like, oh yeah, that's his son. But I like the movie. I'm a well, let me read the chat. Didn't Hakeem have a concubine as well? Right.
Damn, no,
Yeah.
he didn't.
I like. He didn't. I like the movie. I mean, is this movie streaming? It's on Amazon Prime. It's free. It's coming to America too.
You have to be a Prime member, have a
I'm
Prime
a huge
membership with Amazon.
Eddie Murphy fan. Oh yeah, yeah. I like the movie. I mean, parts of it was a little like what the hell, but they to me they almost went into the Damien Wayne, the Wayne brothers type comedy. Like I like the Wayne brothers, but I don't really like their comedy. It's they to me they got like a excuse my French, they got more like a stupid type of comedy. I like
You
funny comedy.
you want to know
So
what
I
okay,
seem like it was kind of veering off to just that stupid kind of
to
comedy,
me,
but it made me laugh.
I think it was like you have this African safari type kingdom, and you were trying to bring it more so of New Yorkish, and it never was African to me. Like Coming to America, the original was African, from the drums, from the people, from everything about that movie. And I know everybody said,
But
well, you can't compare.
you can't
We
go.
can't
Yeah, you
compare.
can't go into it and think about the
But
first one.
but
This thing
however,
times change.
right, times have changed, but still, if you're gonna have an African themed movie, keep it African. Don't like that. I mean, like that's what probably like made me feel like some kind of way about it, because they didn't have like the African music or the real African dancers in this movie, and made it to be more realistic of an African themed movie, because you had your whole family in Zamunda. You only had one son that was in Queens, but the rest of your daughters had the language barrier, and they were raised in Africa, like, and it was like more of like a Hotel Rwanda kind of movie to me. I don't know.
I just took it. I mean, 'cause if you're looking for the same atmosphere or the same kind of wow, this is Africa, and the first one than the second, I think he was trying to say you're not going to get that feel because it's not 1988. This is 2021. They was rapping. They was in there doing whatever. Like they wasn't rapping and all that in the first one. So I think that's what it. I think to me that's what it kind of was too. It was like the change of the culture a little bit, not a lot, because the dude was rapping. Like who was the son? Is he a famous person?
No, and then they had what's her name, Gladys Knight singing the Midnight Train, the Kingdom or something. I I just,
Was
I
the
was
moon done?
like, what is? They had Salt and Pepper in there talking about he's a king, and he son, I'm dying now. What kind of shit is that? I just didn't really understand it. Like I'm like, okay, this is some weird shit. I'm gonna just continue to watch it. Like I'm about to watch it
It would have been
again. Like
okay. Tell me again. If he would have said, "Oh son, I'm dying," and
I
died,
think. I
and at
think
the end, if they would have had a better storyline between him and his son, which is Akeem, and then he would have won to America. They would have a better storyline of them two knowing each other and he really loving him as a son. Then his father was still alive, be like, okay, you're a better man than me. Because remember in the first one, he wanted Hakeem to have an arranged marriage, right? And Hakeem was trying to kind of like following in that, but then he went back to his roots, like how he really was. And his daddy should have been in there to be like, okay, this is Hakeem. I think it would have been better if they would have made his daddy not die like that. His daddy should have.
right.
If they gonna make him die so stupid, he should have been alive. They shouldn't have kept him off.
I think his dad should have survived a little bit longer in the movie, so it can be more so like because it would have had a more of a storyline leading up to the dad's death. One, two. I think the dad made Hakeem look like a real bitch, like he was a punk, and they was gonna come and kill him after I die. You need to find somebody to take your spot because they're gonna
Oh
come and take it
Lord.
from like. I just really because he was like, oh, I am dead. Like you was more stronger and fucking regular coming to America and you bowing down now. Like, I don't know. He was beating niggas ass in part one and then to come in part two to be like,
Yeah,
oh, you a
because
punk bitch.
oh my God.
Oh, I'm cussing too much.
I think the younger generation don't. I think no, you're good. The younger generation is just view it different than the older generation. Like I'm a little older than you, so I don't know. I just appreciated the movie for what it brought. Like I said, it did have some like oh wow moments, like what the fuck. But then I laughed. I like the fact that he let his daughter be the heir.
Oh,
I
we
like
gotta
the
go
fact
watch.
that they, you know what I'm saying. A lot of it I like, and I'm so glad he brought sexual chocolate back. I was like, yes.
Yeah, you talking about Randy Watson? That nigga looked like
He brought back
Respucia
sexual
and sounded like
chocolate.
Respucia. He sounded like Respucia and he looked like
I don't even know who
Respucia,
Randy
just a
Watson
slim.
is.
Randy Watson is the one that he was with the Jerry curl, and he Randy Watson, the one that was doing the singing for
Oh,
the
Eddie Murphy.
fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Randy Watson, the one that came back and he brought
Yeah. Okay, I know.
the two girls that was rapping on stage. That was Sexual Chocolate. That was Randy Watson.
Oh yeah, yeah. Girl, you told their real name like these real people. That was Eddie Murphy shit.
It was
Okay,
Eddie
look.
Murphy, but he looked like
Um.
Respucia.
So let's talk about the movie. So they brought everybody back, but they didn't bring everybody back. So what was Mr. Soul Glow? I heard that Mr. Soul
That's what
Glow in real
Shaboy
life is
said, and
doing
they
good
missed him. He was
things.
with the girl, and they didn't bring the other sister back. They didn't bring Lisa sister back, and you
Yeah,
know
but
she
they
was
said the
dating.
Soul Glow man. Right, Joe. I think the Soul Glow guy. I think he was a. Didn't he play a doctor somewhere? He's doing good in movies. I think he's doing a lot of producing, so he's well off. Okay, so who else did they didn't bring back? It's one person they didn't bring back that was in the movie that I saw right now. Now who was that? And they didn't bring him back.
I hope not
Think
Samuel
about it,
because his
y'all.
ass was in
Jola
jail.
Bombs. Samuel. They should have had Samuel came back. He should have been the manager of Zamunda, the McDonald's in Zamunda. No, they should have brought him back too. But no, it's another person that was in the movie that had a
The guy
very
for the
small.
apartment.
No, no. It was a person in the movie that had a very that had a small. I want to
You
say he
better
was an
not
extra.
say. You better not say Cuban Gooding Jr.
Yeah, he was in the first one. Cuba was sitting there getting his
He
freaky
was a
haircut.
damn customer.
So what? And then what happened to the little girls on the porch when he was singing? Where they old asses at now for? Man. Hey, but did you
Look,
get the part when did you get the part when he went to the when he went for that job interview? You know who that was, right?
mm-mm.
You didn't get it?
No, the job interview.
Remember when he brought up he said his grandfather.
The Duke, Mr. Duke.
Remember when Hakeem yeah, the
Yeah, he
Dukes.
was
You
at
know
the
who the
job.
Dukes are, right?
No,
See, y'all, no, y'all see, y'all don't know that. Y'all gotta have the connection with Eddie Murphy in his movies. You don't remember the Dukes?
Oh, I know the
You don't know
Dukes
who the
in
Dukes are, right?
something
So let
business
me let's
something.
let's go back to the first movie,
Okay, you talking about in risky business or strictly business
48 Hours. No,
and
Trading
he
Places. Trading Places.
trading places. That's what it was.
They was in
And the
Trading
Duke
Places. Remember
brothers
Eddie Murphy made them.
made them rich, and but he put them out of
Remember he
business,
made
and
them
then they got
poor.
yeah, and then they got poor, and then they coming to America. Randolph, and he gave them the money. He was like, "We're
We're
back,"
back.
and those are the
Mm.
Dukes. Damn, you remember
Yeah,
Logic?
so the Dukes got. Yeah, I remember. So the Dukes got their company back. So they racist ass, excuse me, but they grandson was doing the interviews for the company. So
Right.
that was kind of crazy. That was
I
kind of
gotta go
crazy.
watch this
So
game because I'm on this
yeah,
filler
so
game.
you still give it a 3? I give it an 8 now.
Damn, she mentioned me in the
Oh
comments. Hold on,
Lord.
I have to get
Oh,
off
and
right now.
thank
I'm
y'all
okay.
for supporting my bingo. We've been having fun.
I don't know. She called me. I'm about to.
Oh, did you win some?
You welcome, boo.
All right, thank you for coming, T. I'm just gonna mute you just go see one. You can come back. Hey y'all. Well, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I'm through like all like truly a Eddie Murphy fan. Eddie Murphy is a very good actor. Jola, have you seen the movie Mr. Church? Eddie Murphy is playing a serious role. Check it out. Mr. Church is a very good movie. Very, very good movie. I give it a 4.5. Have you ever seen Mr. Church, Jola? I really wish I could have wrote the storyline. I would have really had it better. I would have had it where Mr. Church by with Eddie Murphy in it. Mr. Church, that movie sounds familiar. It was very, very good. He played a serious role. I like that movie. We're gonna start doing movie reviews over here. I'm gonna throw out a couple of more movies. Um, watch. Yeah. Hmm, I'll wait on that one. There's a movie called I Care a Lot. Watch that one. That's a good one. I watched this one movie. It's basically about testing Christians' faith. I wasn't sure faith. Movie. And it was a very good movie. It made you think. It made you be like, we should act this way, like guys. And it would have called. It's on one of my app phones. It's on Jola. Yeah, that was good. I'm thinking that movie I'm talking about. I cannot think of the name of it. Something faith, testing your faith or something about faith. But it was really good, really, really good. But anyway, I'm gonna get Miss Tamika because she called me yesterday. She was like, "Let's go on and talk about the movie." But she's probably asleep. She's doing really good. Her speech. I'm choppy. Okay, y'all don't know what's going on with this computer. Okay, I don't know why it's choppy. Can y'all hear me now? Anyway, Jola, and Bums, if you guys got any movies y'all want us to watch, and we'll come back in a week or two, and watch it, drop it in the chat. I care a lot. I mean, I don't know. That's what might be a good one for us to look at. Let me think of another one. Um, give it a chance. It's not really like it don't have no famous people in it, but to me, what makes a movie good if you watch mine like the next day, like it makes you think, like I don't just need a movie to make me laugh or to make me cry. I want it to like really be like make me feel a certain way. Of a movie and throw one out there. We'll watch it. Give ourselves like 2 weeks to watch it. And then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna figure out what's the name of that movie I want you guys to watch. I cannot think of it, but it was a really good movie. I cried. I'm a crybaby. I cried on that movie. Jaden Smith got a really good movie called Life in a Year. I really got a lot of respect for Will Smith's son, Jaden Pickett. I didn't know. I mean, I seen him in Pursuit of Happiness, and I seen him in The Karate Kid. But this dude can act. Like he's really good. So I like that movie also. So I was happy to watch a movie that he did. So anyway, if y'all think of a movie, just drop it in my connection that we can all watch and then come on later. Yeah, that would be fun. And I'm gonna get Miss Tamekia. She probably gonna call me once I'm done. Come on, let's go. So, too late, girl. I think you guys coming through. I appreciate it. It don't have to be a movie. It don't have to be nothing. They be under the radar. They don't get the recognition they need. I've seen a lot of good movies that a lot of people don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, I know a movie. I don't know where it plays at. It's a movie called One Week. I don't know where you guys can. It's a very old movie. I made my when I was younger. This is before I had kids. I made my niece and my two nieces sit down with me and watch this movie because it was very very important. It was back in those days. The subject of well, but yeah, that it's called One Week, and I don't know where you calling me and texting me. Hold on. Okay, okay, bye. To everything, but I don't watch much. What's all on Prime? Oh, I don't know. Okay, Prime, a life in a year is definitely on Prime. Bums. Um, I cry a lot. I think that's Netflix. It might be on Prime. Of course, Coming to America is on Prime. And One Week, I don't know. I don't even know what we can find. I'm gonna try to figure out what we can watch that movie at. That is like I said, it's a low budget. And I ain't gonna say low budget, but nobody in it that you know. I ain't watched that movie in years, but to me it was important at that time when it was out for me to get my nieces together. and you're choppy again. Okay, I gotta go. My money. I'm choppy again. So let Okay, you guys. Thank you for coming out. It keeps getting choppy, so I guess that's my cue to leave. Um, yes. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.